I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But going to Mars should be one of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in Venus atmosphere, maybe going to Europa. There's all kinds of targets to go to, places of interest in our solar system. The only limit to human future is in our own imaginations. To me, a frontier is a place where your normal intuition no longer applies. The answers are not in the back of the book, and you're going to have to figure things out for yourself. And this makes an environment that's rich in discovery. It makes an environment where the things you learn are going to tickle your imagination and enrich your mind, and then you share them with everybody on Earth, and that is the value of going into these frontiers. And another feature of a frontier is that once you start answering questions, you will find that the very questions you asked to begin with were not the right questions that needed to be asked in the first place. And this character is what's going to keep human beings from becoming a fossil layer eroding out from some hillside on planet Earth. And we won't become dinosaurs. After all, if the dinosaurs explored the space, if they colonized other planets, they would still be alive today. Don Pettit here from NASA. I'm at home due to the COVID-19 virus. Working from home. Let's start off with the second most important activity that most human beings do after they get up in the morning. Get yourself a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. When you are an engineer designing a spacecraft, you need to be able to work a few pleasantries into it that are an ingrained part of our human culture. How do we make our proper cup of coffee? You start off with the toilet, and you go through a plumbing mess, into a distillation outfit, into a bunch of filters, into the galley, and then to a proper cup of coffee. What can you do to transcend from drinking your coffee through a straw from a bag into something that's more fitting for a proper cup of coffee? Here we have Earth Cup, first version of a space cup. We do on orbit. First thing when you get up is exactly the first thing people do here on Earth. The second thing we want to do on orbit is to make a cup of coffee. So we float around the corner to where the galley is, and you can hear all the machinery. The pumps are pumping, and it's going chug and whirring, and you can hear gurgles and things, and you make yourself your proper cup of coffee for getting started on that day. Now, the NASA engineers called this system a regenerative life support system. And I like to call it the coffee machine, because this ensemble of equipment has the uncanny ability to turn yesterday's coffee into today's coffee.